It can be tricky to sew a cover for an ottoman, especially if you're a beginner. Stick with me, I'll show you just how to do that. Hello friends, welcome back. Welcome to Comfy Home DIYs, the place where together we are transforming our houses into cozy homes. And we are helping ourselves here with some DIY because we can't pay to do everything, can we? Some things we will have to pay to do, but whatever we don't have to pay to do, we don't have to pay to do, right? And so, yeah, in the last sewing video, we did a cover for an ottoman, and I will just give you a little glimpse of it. It's a bit heavy, so I'll pick it up at the end. But the intention here is to do a liner. I have my pattern here for the top of the ottoman. I will be using this, and then we are just gonna cut one strip that's gonna go right around. Now there's another way I show you how to do a cover for your ottoman, but my fabric here is not wide enough to do it that way, and so we're doing the method where we're doing the top and then we're gonna just circle around with that one strip. Now, I will need a piece that is 86 inches long. Now, I will always say to you, it's better for you to cut more than you need, and then you can trim off the excess. You don't want to have to think about, oh, I cut it too short and I'm going to have to join this piece of fabric. No. And so I am going to go ahead and I'm going to cut it 86 inches long. I have folded my fabric here, which means that I'm going to divide 86 by 2. That's 43, right? Right, class? Yeah, that's 43 inches. So I am going to measure 43 inches. I have already squared up my fabric. I would suggest to you that if you're watching this video and you need more sewing help, I have sewing for the home. I changed the name of the playlist recently, so I will just put it in the description box, the link to the playlist, because I don't quite remember the name of the playlist right now, but it's basically sewing for the home, and then there's a window treatments one there too. You can check that out, and that will help you to accomplish a lot of DIY that you want to do around your home. I am going to make this 18 inches. So I'm just marking my fabric here, and then I'll be cutting. And then I'm going to do 18 inches over here. That's 18 inches. And then I'm going to do 43 inches across. And so this is my 43 inches. I will connect my marks, and then here I will go down. That's it. And then I'm gonna go ahead, grab my scissors, and cut. Just cutting with the lines I just drew as my guide. What home decor projects do you guys like to sew? Or do you even like sewing? It's fun when you cut something and you stitch it together and then it comes out so lovely. Yeah, it makes you feel accomplished. I won't cut that off right now. I'll leave that be. Here is my strip of fabric that I'm going to work with. And here is the top. I am going to go ahead And my mom, who was an excellent seamstress, God bless her, used to hang her thing around her neck. So just gonna go ahead and imitate my mama. May her soul rest in peace. I'm just gonna stick this on here. And I am gonna pin it in place. And when I did the cover, my word, if you are doing a cover, this will help you to do a cover, right? And if you check out that playlist, you will see the other way that I did the cover, which I just used one piece of fabric. Here we're going to use 2 pieces. But when I was doing the cover itself, I allowed a little room. So I cut away from the pattern here. I am not going to cut away from the pattern. I'm just going to cut it precisely as it is, because it is a liner. So it will fit a little closer. So let's just go ahead and cut this liner out. Now, I said that we are turning our houses into homes. And in order to do that, we need to do a little DIY sewing, or we can hire a seamstress to do the stuff we want to get done. But there are 3 things I want us to focus on in making our home comfy and cozy. Number 1, I want us to think about the cozy vibe every time we go to make a decision on what we're doing. We ask ourselves the question, is this going to make my home cozy? Because cozy is not materialistic, really, guys. Because when your home is comfy and cozy, for me, it helps my brain to do better, to think better. Psychologically, it makes me feel better, especially in these dark winter days. Yeah. And so cozy is not a bad thing. So ask yourself, is this going to make my home feel comfy and cozy? Number 2, I want us, whatever we do, we try our best to make it look and feel finished. And so that is why we're doing all the lessons we are doing, so that we can learn how to have a finished space. And what I was saying to you, number 1 goes back to number 2 kind of relates, because I want us to be intentional about all our decisions that we're making. And so if we're intentional, we will just buy things that will help us to make our home cozy, right? And so, yeah, it's life, and we're all life in here together, right? We're helping each other. And I don't know if you guys have read my bio, but I'm a trained teacher. And when I came to Canada, my credentials were not recognized. And so, yeah, I would have had to go back to university to be able to go into the classroom. And I got in the classroom, but I got in there just by volunteering with my son's classes. So I did a lot of science in the classroom, and I went on field trips and such, but I didn't get to teach like I like to teach when I was in Jamaica. Kids are always gravitating towards me. That's just a little personal story. So let's move on with this cover. But yeah, I enjoy teaching. So what I'm going to do next, and that is why I want to make this my biggest classroom ever. If you guys could help me to do that, I appreciate it. So I'm just folding this, and then I'm just going to put a little slit here. And then I am going to get my strip of fabric, and it's already folded in two. I'm gonna put a little slit here, and then I'm gonna go ahead, open this. Let's put this away, we don't need it. And let's get my pins back. Just grab a cup of something warm that you like and just go through the tutorial. Don't miss anything. So you will be able to do a good job at whatever you're doing. And of course, I enjoy your company. Gonna go ahead and then I'm just gonna pin around, but I'm not gonna bore you through pinning the strip around my top form. So I may either speed it up or cut some of the pinning out. And I'm pinning it because it makes your job way easier to stitch it when everything is already pinned in place. So I'm pinning going this side, and then I'm going to come back and pin go this side. Okay, so now we are back around to the front. What we're going to do is bring our fabric together here. Because it's half and half, what we want to do is butt it up so these two are just edging each other, just like so. We just put the two pieces of fabric together in the front, just like so. And then we're going to put a little mark right here at the base and a little mark right here at the base. And then we're going to do a thing like this, open it, and then we are going to go ahead and put them together. After we put them together, we measure to see it's just about an inch in, right? And so we're going to take that 1 inch, and if it's an inch in at the front here, it's going to be an inch in at the back here. So I'm just going to go ahead, mark off an inch here at the back. Should be using my chalk. I don't know where I just put my chalk. I'm just going to pin right here just to make sure it doesn't shift. I'm going to get my straight edge and connect my two marks here. And that is gonna be my stitching line. Don't use a pencil. You can use a pencil. A pencil will wash out, or you can use a disappearing marker or the chalk. Maybe my chalk is under my thing here. I don't know. I am gonna stitch the front seam. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take out these two pins here, because I don't want to go over the pins. Here we go. There we go. There we go. We're going to start going around. Let's take this pin out so that we can flatten our fabric just like so on here, and we can start stitching from right here. Now I'm just gonna lay this flat. You can open it if you want, like so, but then you'll have to make sure you press it down so it stays open. I'm just gonna let it stay closed and lay flat and start stitching around. And I'm gonna make just about a 1/2 inch or so seam right around. And when you're stitching, it is better to stitch so that you are applying the band to the top panel instead of applying the top panel to the band. Let's go. Yeah. And we are there. Wow. We can turn it inside out. That's okay. Because what we're going to do now is the hem. And I am going to be doing a 1-inch double hem. So for a 1-inch double hem, what we do is we turn once, 1 inch, and then we turn another time and we stitch. If you need to, then you should measure. And I showed you my measuring gauge. One of these things is so good. The measuring gauge is very good for doing hems, because you just push your little lever or indicator marker up to wherever you want it to be, and you put it onto your fabric, measure, and my measure here is just about 1.25 inches, but that's okay because I have enough space to accommodate that. And as I go, I can use this. So if I do this, I push it up right against the hem. As I go, I can just measure along just to make sure I'm staying on track. Because you want to stay on track. If you don't stay on track, then you can get skewed at the end where things don't line up right. Okay, so I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna measure again. So every time I turn, I'm gonna measure. Yeah, I'm good. We just fold and we just stitch. We are good. We are so good, good, good. We are gonna go ahead and grab my half naked Ottoman and we are going to put the cover on. There we go. Oh, I can take my table down. It's a stretch for me to, yeah. Okay, that's good. So now let's put this baby on. There we go. So that is how easy you can make a cover for your Ottoman. So now it looks clean and smooth and nice, right? That could be your top dressing. You don't need anything else. But no, because I made a dressy cover for it. And we are going to put on the dressy cover now on top of what I'm calling the liner. Still feel like it's a bit high. Okay, that's good. All right. So if you haven't seen the video that I made this in, then you're in for a wonderful surprise. And show you the big reveal. Check this out. This is what we made, my friends, in the last sewing video. Isn't this lovely? If you got value from today's lesson, I'd love for you to subscribe and join our classroom. Like this video, leave me a comment because I truly love hearing from you. Until next time, you take good care because I can't wait to connect with you again as we continue to make our homes cozy, finished, and intentional with all these lovely DIY projects. Mwah!